All right. Late night, thinking about the Ibanez. Late night, Ibanez. Thinking about the Ibanez. So, how's it going, YouTube? You're having a wonderful evening or day or whatever you might be doing, wherever you are. It's good to be with you, talking about my Ibanez. So, as many of you know, well, maybe you do or don't, but I've been on this journey to try to find the perfect guitar. And my journey has led me to this thing right here. To start with, I would say that my favorite guitar brands would be Ibanez, Jackson, and LTD or EMG, whatever you think of them as. To me, each of them are special in their own way, and I would say Ibanez probably might be my favorite of the three. And this guitar is a good example of what and why Ibanez is so amazing. So this is an RG220. So if you know anything about Ibanez guitars, they labeled their models such as like a 200 series isn't as good as a 300 series, which isn't as good as 400, which isn't as good as 500, and so on. So the 200 and 100 level Ibanez guitars, minus like the Geo series guitars, would be the lower end of their model range. So I have a lot of Ibanez guitars in my collection, and it all started when I bought a guitar that seemingly was just a piece of junk, and I almost walked away from buying, but then the guy was like, "What will you take for it?" So I ended up buying the guitar, and I got that one for $80, and I got it home and I took a look at the bridge and cleaned it up best I could back then, and then I thought, man, this is great. This guitar is pretty nice, and I really got a good deal. So I turned around and sold that guitar for 300. So then I was like, yeah, I can do this. This is good. But then I was sad that the guitar wasn't in my collection anymore. So then, of course, I had to buy another one that was just like it, and it was a little slightly different color, but I had to have I had to have that guitar, and I paid 250 for the other one, maybe, or three, maybe what I sold that one for. I ended up buying another one, but that was what that model guitar was, an RG 350, I think I want to say. And that guitar did not have a very good bridge on it. In fact, the bridge was really its weakness. If you know anything about Ibanez guitars, the Edge 2 or something like that. Actually, I think this is an Edge 2 on this guitar. This guitar has no, it's not an Edge 2. Okay, this is something else. But their lower end bridges are just trash. Well, some are okay. I've had the bridge do okay on some guitars, but they must just be made with really cheap parts that just don't last. So I bought the one Ibanez and I sold it, and then I just went on a buying spree and went crazy buying Ibanez guitars and bought just about every model that they have. Uh, but then recently, I'm uh, my house is filled with guitars. There's no more room for guitars, so I'm really not buying any more guitars. So, but I like good deals. So this guitar popped up on my radar like 2 months ago, and it was an RG220, and I didn't have an RG220 in my collection, and I kind of sort of thought it was just a nice looking kind of bare bones, no pick guard. Uh, just I think it only came in a few colors. In fact, that were just pretty lame. Let's see, what colors did it come in? It came in black and lipstick red. So why is this one silver? I'm confused now. This is an RG220, right? RG220 B. I wonder what the B stands for. Because it's a boss. Well, internet. Oh, let's see. Um, yeah, I don't know. Who knew? To be honest with you, though, I've seen this guitar before, and I've only seen it in this silver color. Uh, let's see. Let's go back and take a look. Yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, there's one in Guitar Center that's silver for 319, and there's another used one at Guitar Center that's 249. Okay, maybe I have to put RG220B. There's a letter B at the end of it. Okay, what is? Okay, yeah, okay, it's got its own page. Oh, okay, so this is a slightly different guitar. This one, okay, this one didn't come in. This one came into other colors, okay. And let's see. I was right. This is the Edge Pro. This is the Edge 2 tram. Okay. Um, let's see if I had the year right on that. My guitar is a. It looks like it's a 2000. So 2000. Uh, hmm, Edge. I don't know. Let's not get cut up in the minutia of different trams that Ibanez makes because they make a lot of different trams. So okay, the RG220 is an RG series solid body electric guitar introduced by Ibanez in 1998. It was introduced in court in South Korea. Okay, that's a basic history of Ibanez guitars. The RG220B features a basswood body bolted to a maple neck with a 24 fret rosewood fingerboard component. Sorry, include a tremolo bridge. We knew that. Dual Ibanez humbucking pickups. The bridge was initially a single locking um, trem and was replaced in the mid 2001 by double locking trem, then a double locking Edge Pro 2, which is definitely what this one is. Okay, and then the Edge 3 is the one trem you don't want on your Ibanez guitar. Um, let's see. Other changes: three-way to a five-way. This is a three-way. Okay, so that that's the specs on the guitar. Okay, so the story on this particular guitar is that I bought it for 100 and no, it was listed for 150 bucks on Facebook Marketplace, and then I went to look at it, and it was really trashed. The kid that had it had no clue of what Floyd Rose trem, how it works or how to set it up, and I looked at it like this and I said, well, the strings are way off I said there's a big bow in the neck. And so I was going to walk away. I pretty much just was going to walk away from the guitar. But in the back of my mind, I knew that just because there was a bow in the neck didn't mean that it just might not need a truss rod adjustment, which is pretty simple. So uh, just like the first Ibanez I bought, I got this kid to say, "What would you take for it?" And I said $60. So I ended up getting the guitar for $60, and I got it home and I cleaned it up, I set it up, and the thing is fantastic. I really like this guitar. And it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how much money you spend on a guitar. Money is really not a factor. You can buy a really good guitar, a really expensive guitar that's not that great. You can buy an expensive guitar that is great. You can buy a cheap guitar that's a piece of crap. You can buy a cheap guitar that's great. It just doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It just what matters is does the thing speak to you, and does it feel good in your hands? Does it sound good? Sounding good is important. Okay, so I mean, I have some guitars that I really, really like, but I just can't get them to sound right. And then I've got other guitars that sound really good, and they just don't play right. And I've got the majority of the guitars that I have fit right into the middle and play great and sound great. And Ibanez generally sound great and play great. And there is really, honestly, not a humongous difference between this and an RG550 Genesis. Um, the devil's in the details, but this, I mean, clearly this isn't as good of a guitar, but who's to say it's not? I I certainly picked this one up a lot more than my RG550, which is being currently repaired and needs a new 5-way switch, and came like that. So yeah, this is a live video. I'm hoping to do more reviews like this just to get them done more quickly. And there's no editing involved. I just sit here and speak my mind about the guitar I have in my hands. Uh, just just wrapping it up here. This particular one has got a really, really great neck. You got to be careful with these holes that they use to bolt the nut on. This is a design that they don't use anymore. Because what happens is these are kind of delicate parts of the guitar, and they can crack and break right there. They don't really do that anymore, but I dig it. I like it. And you can see some patina, some cool patina in the neck there. This guitar was played a lot. This thing has got mystery pickups in it. I've got no idea what they are, but they sound pretty good. They might be stock. There's no way. I don't think they're stock pickups, because there's no way they just put covers on the stock pickup. So they probably beats heck out of me. I don't know. Uh, let's see. I played this. Did I play this at a gig? I'm not sure. I think I did, and I had an issue, and I couldn't keep playing it. Fell out. It's one of the strings kind of slipped out, and I couldn't keep playing it. Put some Rush to get a copyright strike. That'd be great. It doesn't sound like it's completely in tune, but maybe it is now. Sometimes you have to just reset the trim down once, back up. All right. I didn't have any live chat going. No people were apparently watching me live, but it's all right. I got the video me. So proud of you. You weren't lazy tonight. Got the guitar review. You made it to the end. If you happen to watch this on replay, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Aren't you glad I didn't ask you at the beginning of the video? I hate when they do that. It's like you didn't earn my subscription yet. I'm asking for shit. You gotta earn it. Then you ask. At the end. Like my video. Alright. Oh, by the way, I painted this thing. I hope you like it. Take a close look. See? I used to draw question marks when I was in high school. And that's all I can draw. That's all I'm good at drawing. So I thought I would try to do a Joe Satriani style on this boring looking guitar. Speaking of trums, I didn't talk too much about it, but this trum is really not too bad. It's really strange though how the strings actually string through the bridge. You leave the balls on. I think that yeah, the balls. You can see the balls on the very bottom. You leave the balls on, and you just slip right through there. And I'm not sure why they stopped doing it like this. I'm guessing because it probably slips in there a little bit, and it's a little bit unstable, as opposed to snipping them off and locking them on. Maybe. Or maybe that's a weak point. Maybe it'll break down there. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Now I'm rambling. You're rambling. All right. That was a good video. Good job. All right. All right. Peace out. Thanks for watching. All right. Love ya. I love you.